Am I recording? I don't even know. This is a new phone. Mine it kicked the bucket literally. I mean, look at this. I hope you can see it. Get my surroundings. I don't be liking to get my surroundings because it be running. This is a new phone. This is the first time I'm seeing how I look in this phone. I look alright. I'm greasy because I put castor oil in my eyes because I be having bags for good life if I don't. That's another story. Oh, this one came to me last night, but I didn't put it down because I was sleepy, so I went to sleep instead. It was in the middle of the night. Some of my best stuff comes to me at the oddest times because I don't have time or I be busy or something and I just don't put it down. But I'm almost embarrassed to put this one up. I have a lot of embarrassing stuff on her anyway, so and I leave it for a reason. Because God already seen it. God already know. I gotta stand before Him, not a human being. So I'm trying not to be too worried about what people think about me. It robbed me of most of my life, thinking about what people thought about what moves I was gonna make, instead of what God thought about the moves that I was gonna make. And I hope my lips really aren't moving in slow motion like this. But if so, oh well. It's all about the words, hopefully, you know. So, God, I'm just stay on that one. I'm not even gonna drop that other one that I was gonna drop. I should have dropped it last night while I was in the mode, because it was funny then. It ain't funny to me now because I ain't even thinking of all the points in the, you know. Anyway, so I'm just gonna talk about how not being yourself robs you of your life. I know because it robbed me of a lot of my life, and I missed out on a lot of people who probably should have been in my life because they probably would have stuck around if they would have knew who I really was, not the actor that I pretended to be. I was a person who was composed of everybody that I had ran into and that was in my family and in my environment that I thought was cool. I took a piece out of each one of their personalities and drafted them into my personality and built up the person that I thought would be cool and be accepted into groups and different stuff like that. So I don't know who I was about 18 different people because I was an actor. I acted like somebody that I thought would be accepted, along with dressing up so that people would be attracted to me because of expensive clothes and expensive shoes and stuff. Um, this was as a young adult. Um, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27-ish is when it started to stop. And I began to understand that I didn't want to impress people no more because it was hard work. I really didn't focus on my life and on the things that was important because all my focus went into really impressing people. Everything I ate, everything I bought, how I dressed, what I wore, it was all geared toward what other people might think of me when they saw me and what perception they might have of me just based off of my looks and off of how I acted because it was a screenplay. It was an act. It was not myself. I can comfortably say today, God probably got a little bit more to bring out in me because I'm a little bit more goofier than I let out. I'm like Jim Carrey. So, but I think that'll come out when we start doing this project. Me and my cousin got this project going on. I'll tell y'all about it later. But I just want to encourage people to be they self, and um, the right people will surround you that's supposed to be there if you yourself. I got a couple of good friends from back in the day who could always see through the charades. I think they could, because when I revealed my true self to them, they didn't go nowhere. Like, I already knew who you was. So they acted. Oh, okay. And they rock with me today. But I believe I missed out on a lot of good opportunities and a lot of good people because I was afraid of being the person that God put me here to be. Just myself. I used everything, every material thing to distract people from my real character. And I didn't even really get around to finding out who I was until after 25. Like, I was totally somebody else. And I think I thought it was me. That's how I am. No, it's not. That's how they were. And you thought it was cool. So you drafted it and made it a part of your character. And then once you figure out who you really is, you got to go back in and clean up and get the fake stuff out. These character flaws now that you have because you were so busy trying to act like somebody else all the time. And then you realize, oh, that was hideous. I don't want to act like that. Who acts like that, or who conducts themselves that way, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? But then you got to go back in, and now it's almost a part of you because you've been playing a part for so long, and you got to learn how to stop doing it now and be your real self that you found on the inside, and be confident enough to let it emerge and come forth, and then not be worried about what people gonna think once they see the real you, and then trust that the people that surround you are the people that are supposed to be there because they there for who you are, for nothing fake. Now the people that surround me is because they love me for absolutely me, because I'm just me. That's it. It ain't no acting here ever. I let me come out in all situations, whatever that me may be. And I don't use material things or material things to impress people. If you can't like me for me or think I'm somebody in my hoodie and my jeans, then you must not meant to be in my life. And I'm going to still try to spread love and light to you. And if I bump into you in the future and you need some help, you need a sandwich, I'll give you one. That's what I work on every morning. It's giving the people who's mean to me sandwiches. Because it's funny how life turns. It's funny how the tables turn. I've burnt so many bridges because I thought I wasn't going to need those people anymore. And then I turned around and I needed those people. So I try my best to watch how I treat people now, because you never know who you're going to need. It's easy to treat somebody crazy when you think you ain't going to need them. And we try to treat the people right that we think we're going to need and we think going to be in our corner because we was in theirs. But I learned a funny thing in life. Most of the time, the people that you blessed ain't the people who bless you back. Sometimes when it's time for you to be blessed, or when you in your time of need, they ain't got it. And that's when God shows his power. And through a complete stranger with a random care of kindness, they bless you. And you know that what you reap, you do sow. And what you give, you do get back from the hand of the Lord. Love is never void. Whenever you put out love, whenever you give, whenever you help, and your motive is to give and to help, just to give and help a person or to make their life better, then your way will be made open. And in your time of need and in your time of struggle, somebody will be there to help you. And you will have a time of need, and you will have a time of trouble. I hate to break it to you, but it's just the truth. If nothing else, for nothing but for God to show his glory and show that love always returns to the soul. Love with a clear motive. especially if their motive is because God said so. You can expect your days to be filled with happiness and joy, no matter the circumstance or no matter the situation. Well, it's time for me to get back to Bible study. I just wanted to drop that in y'all's ear and wish y'all a blessed morning. Uncle Jerry's house. The world needs love, y'all. We the only way that the world can receive love. The world needs to see the Spirit of the Lord, and that light is inside of us to shine and let the world to see. Or how else would they see it? All right.